Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday and happy literally the last Wednesday of the new year. It's December 29th, and we're coming into 2022. I wanted to get everybody on this Zoom tonight and just go over a few things with you guys and kind of get everybody logged, ready, and loaded for 2022 because as as we all know, sometimes a lot of people check out in November and December, and it's time to check back in. We have a lot of exciting things to go over and talk about. First of all, in the chat, do we have any new people? Let us know in the chat if you are, have you been in like a month or less? Definitely want to see how many new people are on tonight. If you've been in 6 months or less, a year or less, let us know in the chat how long you've been in. 3 days. Yay, Celeste, you're in the right place. I promise you that, girl. Um, Definitely want to welcome, first of all, welcome every single person that is new. And if this is your first time um, coming into the new year with us, if this is your first new year with Lavelle, you are in for a treat, a surprise, exciting things, and really exciting times because this time of year over the next 5 months is our busiest season that we are going to see in the industry. So it's exciting that you are going to get to experience that for the first time. January is kind of rev up month. Everybody's kind of getting back into business, and people are making New Year's resolutions right now, you guys. And in those resolutions, you know what they want? They want to get healthier. They want to look better. They want to feel better. And above all, they want to make more money in 2022. So tax season is just around the corner, which means that people are going to have tax returns coming with extra money to spend. And it really is just the perfect storm of things happening. And that's why we really see that rev up in January. And then February, March, and April is usually where we see people literally promote 2 to 3 levels, double, triple, quadruple their incomes, and sky is truly the limit over the next 4 to 5 months. So if you're just getting started with us, the cool thing is you're coming in at the right time. And if you've been with us and maybe it didn't take off for you like you hoped that it would, there isn't a better time than right now to get going with your business and to go all in and to, kind of leave the past in the past, whatever you've been holding on to, fears, anxiety, worries, or just maybe thinking this wasn't for you, let all that go, because I promise you that this business is all about consistency and time. And eventually, I truly believe that every single person that treats this like a business and is on that 5 to 7 year plan and knows that businesses don't grow in a day, they don't grow in a week, they don't grow in a month. I have been doing this for 13 years, guys. I'm coming into my 13th year this year in network marketing, and it took a while. I was waiting tables and bartending before I got involved with network marketing. I had never done anything like this before. And I said all of the things that people say. I was like, I don't have enough time. I'm not a salesperson. I don't know that many people. I suck at social media. I don't want to be one of those crazy people that bug people to buy things. I work too much. I said all the things, and I truly didn't think that I could do something like this. But here we are, 13 years later, and this industry has changed my family's entire life. And not just my life, but because of my yes, because this little waitress that have never done anything like this before from Toledo, Ohio, took a chance, stepped out of her comfort zone and said yes, that has led to thousands and thousands and thousands of other people feeling better, looking better, and not only that, making more money. So if you're on here and you think, man, is this for me? Or am I any good at this? Or am I supposed to be here? I want you to know I had all those same fears, those same thoughts. And I can tell you that I I knew it was my shot. I was going I was turning 37 the year that I found this. And I remember thinking to myself, um, I remember thinking, I'm 37. I have 3 kids. All I've ever done is wait tables and bartend. I can't die waiting tables. There's no retirement in waiting tables. And I was always just getting by. I was always literally, waiting for that next paycheck to come and borrowing money from my mother and always paying money back to somebody. And every year I would wait for my tax returns because I got $3,000-4,000 back for having kids and working. And I'm like, that would be gone within a month. So I hated the struggle and I started worrying about the future. And there was no family member that had money that was gonna, pop up and leave it to me. There was no way to move up waiting tables and bartending. I was too old to go back to school and not work constantly to pay the bills. I was working 70 hours a week. I had no days off. I never saw my kids. And when this came into my life, it showed me that there's a possibility. There is a way for people like me. It doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter where you came from. What you can not have graduated from high school, you can have a felony. Nothing matters because you dictate your success in this industry. Your past doesn't matter, what you've done before. Anyone anyone can do this business. And when I say anyone, I mean anybody. As long as you have goals and dreams and you are willing to not give up. That's the thing that I want to focus on tonight, is the fact that, look, here we are, and I just celebrated my 5th-year anniversary with Lavelle. I was with one other network marketing company before I joined Lavelle. And it introduced me to what this industry can be and what it can look like and what it can do for people. But finding Lavelle was like finding a golden nugget. It was like literally, I knew when I got my hands on these products and this comp plan that we were going to change a lot of lives. And what I've been able to do over here in 5 years, you guys, it is crazy to me to think that I spent 6.5 years with another company that I didn't even do a quarter, a third, nothing of what we've been able to achieve over here in literally 5 years. So it's just so exciting to know we're in the right place. We are in the right time with the right company, with the right products. And more than that, you are on the right team. I can tell you that the leaders on this team, we truly are a family. We work together. You'll constantly be seeing people working together that don't make money off of each other. They're sideline sisters. Everybody just wants to see everybody succeed. And that is so important when you get in a company, because even though you are in business for yourself, you are never in business by yourself. And most people join a business like this to make a little extra cash, but they stay because of the people. They stay because of the community. They stay because of the fact that they've made friends and people that they don't want to let down, and people that they get to work with and spend time with, and people that care about them. And that's really, really special on this team. So I'm just happy to have all of you guys here. And I want to thank all of you for an amazing 2021. I did want to go over some stats with you guys really quick to get you super excited, because honestly, you guys, when I say we're just getting started, you guys have got to hear what we've done in 5 years. Like, you have got to understand that what we have done, I would say we are probably close to, if not the top team in this company, we're super close to probably, we're in the top 3 teams of this company to be able to do what we've done in 5 years. It's pretty extreme and pretty crazy. So just to give you an idea of what this team right here has done in the last 5 years, I want to go over, we have 103,682 brand promoters from me under on this team in 5 years. 103,632. We have 6,739 people over the last 5 years that have come in, and they have been able to grab VIP bonuses, either VIP 800, 1,600, or both. We have 1,077 VIP auto bonus qualifiers right now. That means over 1,000 people on this team get their car paid for every single month. They make an extra $300 to $1,600 every month to ride around in a skateboard if they want to. And that's a bonus on top of their normal pay. So if you're on and you're new and you're thinking, oh, that just only a couple people get to do those things. You guys, thousands are doing it. We have in our customer base, we have, as of today, 524,847 customers on this team. And it just keeps going. And then this year we have 7 millionaires already from me under on this team in just 5 years. And this coming year in 2022, I think we have 2 or 3 more millionaires popping, if not more. So I just want you guys to understand, when I say you're in the right place at the right time with the right company and the right people, we know how it's done. In fact, this team right here that you're on was the fastest team ever and holds the company record to a 200K team. So we know what we're doing, and we have leaders on here that are dedicated, and they are ready, and their fires are lit, and they are excited for 2022. I've been talking behind the scenes with several of our 200K leaders, which, by the way, we have 32 200K leaders on this team in just 5 years, and a lot of 80Ks and 40Ks, and every single one of them have said the same thing to me. They have this fire in their belly, and they feel this excitement like they've never felt before, like they feel something big is coming, and it's in the pit of their stomach. And I'm telling you what, it is. I can tell you for a fact, Lavelle is going to be coming out with some amazing new products. And as with every year, I'm sure they will not be disappointing with bonuses coming out soon too for you to go grab, whatever those may be. So when I say now is the time, now is that time. And I don't want anyone left behind. I don't feel like my job is done and I'm going to be satisfied until every one of you on here have reached your goal, and each one of you have a different goal. Each one of you, some of you just want to make an extra $500 a month. Some of you want to make an extra $500 a week. Some of you want to make an extra 5,000 a week. Some of you want to retire from your jobs. Everybody has a different goal depending on their lifestyle, their time, the amount of time they want to put into this business. But what I want you to know is I'm not going to be satisfied until you've all reached that goal. I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting, and I'm never going to be done, right? I'm never going to, I think the most time I've ever taken off ever is when I just had COVID. And I'm like, okay, it's time. Like, I'm feeling better. We got to get back in this. I've never, ever taken two weeks off of this business, and I was down for about 2 weeks. So I have to tell you guys, I'm back. I'm ready. I'm excited, and there's a fire brewing in my belly, like honestly never before. So when I say the 5 to 7 year plan, I want each and every single one of you to understand that businesses take time. They don't grow in a day, they don't grow in a week, they don't grow in a month. They take time. And if you treat this like a business, I promise in the end it will pay like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby. And if you don't treat it like anything, it's not going to pay you at all. It's up to you. What I love about this business is that it is for everyone. Whether you are on here tonight and you just want to be part of a team and you just want to earn free product, I love you. And if you just want to make an extra $100 a week, I love you too. And if you want to make an extra 1,000 a week, same thing. It's for whatever you want to do with it. But I really encourage you guys to do me a huge favor tonight. I want you to take responsibility for your businesses, for your future, for your goals and your dreams. And I want you to reach out to your 12K, 40K, 80K, and 200K. You don't know who they are. I want you to find out, and I want you to go reach out to them and say, I want this. I want this. Let us know who you are. Let us know who are the people that want this so bad they're ready to do whatever it takes to get there. They want to treat it like a business. They want to go all in 2022. I want to know who those people are, because I am ready to take things to a whole nother level with you. Those people that show up on our weekly team Zooms, those people that are, engaging, those people that are setting goals and, doing the do. Those are the people that I want to be working with. I want you on my radar. I want to know what your plans are. What are your goals? What are your dreams? And let's make those happen. So my encouraging words to you tonight are, please stop standing in the background. Stop not taking matters into your own hands. Who wants this? Because when I got started, I wanted this. I wanted to be able to change my family's life. I saw the vision. I met people that were making 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, and they were just like me. They were not anybody special. And I thought, if these people can do it, so can I. And I know each one of you on here can do that too, if that is your goal. But the one thing I didn't do was I didn't leave my success in anyone else's hands. I got on the phone with these people. I said, "Hey, I'm Lisa. What do I need to do? Can I pick your brain? Tell me everything." Like, I was on every Zoom. I was making sure that I wasn't just on the Zoom. We don't want to fall into busy work where you're just watching 20 videos a day. We want you to make sure that you're actually action, because no matter how many Zooms you watch, no matter how well you know these products and what's in them, and if you log into your cloud office 20 times a day, none of those things are going to make you money. But what will make you money is making sure that you're there for your current team, checking in with your current customers, and building new, adding new people. And that's what we're going to be focusing on over the next 3 to 4 months, is how to get you guys building your network, making new friendships, building relationships, so that you can grow your team and get new blood. 2022 is going to be all about new blood. This business does not work. It doesn't continue. 12, 13 years later, I am still doing the same thing, bringing in new people, because what my job is helping people change their lives. And I can't do that if I'm not constantly introducing the Thrive experience and the amazing compensation plan we have with hundreds of people. Like, every single week, I'm connecting with people so that they can ask me those questions, those 3 words: what is Thrive? So I can tell them my story, so I can share stories with other people. So first and foremost, make sure you guys are plugging into the Lavelle fan page every single day. Every day, check out those stories. Every day, share a story to your timeline, and don't share copy and paste, because sharing doesn't, that's a whole nother Zoom, but don't share. Copy and paste, because sharing hurts your algorithm. Make sure that you are posting in your stories every single day. There are so many avenues to growing this business. Expos and events, there's a bunch of those coming up in the new year. Get in front of people. Now that we're getting through the COVID crisis, more and more and more people are getting back to normal life and daily routines. Wear your patch where people can see it, so they ask questions. You want people to say, "What is that?" so that you can have your 30-second commercial ready and say, "This is what it is. This is what it's done for me. Let me get you added to Facebook. Let me send you a sample." We are going to get back to basics, which is getting out many free product, lots and lots. We've got to get samples into people's hands. We've got to start sharing those stories. And we are going to get back to live events on Facebook, just to give you a lineup what is coming for us, so that you guys are aware. We are coming out with a brand new Dream Team training page. That page is going to have everything any of you and all your new people could possibly want or look for. And what I mean by that is, they don't know what to make for a first post. They're going to have it right there. They don't know how to VIP. They can watch a quick video. Like, it's going to be so easy to navigate for people to find everything that they possibly need. And we're going to keep it super simple. There's not going to be 12 videos for a new person to watch. There's going to be 3. Okay. So it's going to be more super simple. It's going to be easy to navigate, but it's going to have everything everybody possibly needs. Like, you need to build your business, you're going to know where to go. We are going to get that going in the next couple days. So watch the Dream Team page 2021 for that. Plus, we're going to use this new page to filter out people that aren't working anymore. It's going to be up to you to make sure you get into this new Dream Team training page. So, with that said, I also want to just uh, kind of give you the dates of when we do certain things so that you can have those down. And I want to make a little like side note to everybody. We are all human beings with busy lives. Some of us are working 2, 3 jobs. Some of you have kids and they're in sports and you have a busy life. Thrive is not everything, right? I mean, we don't want it to be. We want you to be able to find a way to work this into the nooks and crannies of your day. I always tell people if you can give this business an hour a day, getting up early, staying up a little bit later, or just putting it into the nooks and crannies, you can grow this business to $1 million business because that is exactly what I did. With that said, though, you are going to notice that there are Zooms 3 or 4 nights a week. There are live events. There's things like that. Don't feel that you need to be on everything. We're only human, right? And that is why we record these Zooms. We record them so that you have them when you're driving to work or coming home or put your earbuds in at night. We want you to be able to do and listen to these things when you can. And some you're going to miss, and that's okay. But I do want you to make a note that Thursday night Zoom is our team Zoom, team wide Zoom. We are going to have different leaders doing that Zoom, sharing their tips throughout the entire year. I would definitely make Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern a Zoom that is a must for you so that you can hear from the different leaders on this team and how they're doing things and how they're growing their businesses from their people, how they're promoting. So your new people can hear how this new person just went VIP 800 in 2 days. Like, we want to be able to make sure that everybody is getting the training that they need. So if everybody could write that down, set the alarm on their phone, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, that Zoom is never going away. And then we also have a Sunday night Zoom that is absolutely incredible. That's also at 9 p.m. Eastern. And your leaders probably have a Zoom, and we're trying to combine things now so there's not so many. But if we can all make a pact that every week we're going to try to get on Thursday night when we can, and we are going to try to plug our people into Thursday night, and we're going to get that recording out. You guys, that's what creates excitement. That's what creates urgency. That's what keeps a team together is making sure if we can get 300-400 people on a Zoom like this every single Thursday, that is going to see growth. So if we can make Thursday night a priority, I would absolutely love that. And then obviously, we are starting up live events. Live events doesn't mean you have to be on them. Okay, it's great if you are, but it's more important that you get your prospects each week. Every single week, we'll have a live event where you can send your prospective promoters, your prospective customers to that event. Let us seal the deal. Let us be that third party credibility. We want to try to make this as easy as possible. I always tell new people, look, you don't need to know what you're doing. All you need to do is be excited, send people to a Zoom or get them in a three-way match with an upline, and we will do the rest. We will take over. So I want you guys to know that this is not about you having to do everything. This is why you have uplines. You know, if you are not a 12K yet, your only concern in life should be sharing your story, making sure you're posting and checking in with your team. But more than that, just growing your team. Leave the rest to us. Leave the Zooms to us. Leave the when you're making the big bucks and you have time, then you can start doing your own Zooms. But right now, why do you want to, if you only have an hour in a day to work this business, why are you going to fill it up trying to do 20,000 things that there's already Zooms for? So just know that we're putting all these things in place to literally make it dummy proof, foolproof, whatever you want to call it. Anybody can come in, not know anything, and we are going to have it set up to where our team page is the go-to place to find every bit of information. If you sign someone new and you're working and you can't help them, they can go right to that team page and pretty much find the answer. And if you need help learning a new tip or trick, they can get on the Zooms. They can send a new person to a live event. We are trying to make it so that no one has a reason to not succeed. No one, even if they had somebody that signed them that's no longer here or isn't helping them. We have so many things in place, and we're going to have so much amazing stuff in the works that it doesn't matter if you have 0 upline, you are going to have all the tools you need to succeed. And that's the most important thing. So with that said, I want to encourage you guys, if you have not already set your goals for the next 3 months, that is so important. Successful people have a plan. Successful people don't just go, I'm going to see what happens. They schedule their time. They know exactly what they're going to do. If you don't know what income producing activities are, grab one of the bingo sheets. Go watch a video, get on Thursday night, and I promise you'll learn a new tip to do the next day. More than anything, it's going to be super important that you guys over the next 3 to 4 months are friend requesting, adding more people to social media, as many people as you can, building those relationships and introducing Thrive to people. That is going to be the key to growth. It's always been the key to growth. So with that said, I just want everybody to make a dream board if you have not already. If you have some people in your area, get together and make one with them. I want you guys to make sure you've got your goals. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be in 1 month? Maybe it's sign your first customer ever. Maybe by the end of January, you want to actually VIP 800. And make no mistake, if you are not brand new, I don't care if you've been in a year, make it your goal to get 2 customers and 2 promoters. Like maybe that's your goal. Maybe your goal is to thrive for free for the first time ever by the end of January. I want every single person on here to set a reasonable goal for themselves, something that stretches them a little bit, but something that they do think is achievable. And I want you to make that goal. No excuses. Decide. Let's be honest and real. There are a lot of people that checked out. And guess what? That's okay. Life happens. You'll always have a place here. One of the beauties of owning your own business and being part of this team and being part of Lavelle is that it's here for you when you're ready. And I just hope that this is the time you're ready. If you've given up on yourself before, if you have, thrown in the towel, if you've lost rank, if you've been disappointed, if you thought this wasn't for you, throw those thoughts out the windows. Today is a new day. This year is a new year, 2022, January 1. Everything can change. It's up to you. Do you guys know I've watched people that have been in this business 1 year, 2 years, done nothing, literally nothing, telling me nobody wants this. I can't do this. I just wasn't made for this. And something happens in their life. I had a girl just lose her job last year. 2 years she was signed with me, did nothing, told me no one wanted it. Once she lost her job, all of a sudden her mindset shifted and she went 40K. Let me tell you what is mindset. I want to share a little story with you guys that I truly thought was I don't know, kind of a cool little lesson to share. But John and his friends used to go mountain climbing once a year. This time, they decided to climb mountains in the Swiss Alps. They reached the famous spot on the Swiss Alps and were surprised to see that people were already climbing the mountains. John and his friends started wearing all the mountain climbing gear. They started climbing the big mountain and they reached the top of the hill. After reaching the top, John's friends thought, let's just camp here for some time and then we'll go back down. Then John saw like another mountain and he could see a handful of people that were going to climb it. So he told his friends, let's go climb that mountain also. It'll be fun. It's challenging instead of just camping here. And one of his friends said, no way. I've heard people talking about that mountain. It seems the path is really difficult to climb. And I've only heard of a few people actually reaching the top. People who were hearing the conversation made fun of John and said,
Lisa, you're muted. No, it kicked her off.
Yeah, it kicked me off. I think it's because it's my ass. That's why. Hold on. I'm going to try to go to my other room where the internet's better. I don't know where I was at. So this is good. There's a point to this.
What did John say?
Maybe start over because it was pretty spotty during that whole story. So maybe start over, Elise.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, if I start getting spotty, tell me. Okay, so I'm going to read this over because it's really good and there's a point. So John and his friends, they used to go mountain climbing every once a year. Well, this year they decided to climb the mountains in the Swiss Alps. They reached the famous mountain spot in the Swiss Alps and were surprised to see that there were already a lot of people there climbing the mountain. John and his friends started wearing all the mountain climbing gear and started climbing. In no time, they reached the top of the hill. After reaching the top, their friends thought, let's camp here for some time and then we'll go back. Hold on, we have people unmuted. Let me mute. Okay, there we go. After reaching the top, his friends thought, let's camp here and then we'll go back. Well, then John saw this other mountain and there was a handful of people that were trying to climb it. And he told his friends, let's go climb that mountain. It'll be fun, it's challenging, and then we'll camp up there. One of his friends replied, no way. I've heard people talking about that mountain. It seems the path is really difficult and only a few people actually get to the top. And the other people that were with him, they started making fun of him, saying, you know, if it was that easy to climb, why wouldn't there be more people climbing it? Hearing that, John took the challenge and he went alone towards climbing the peak. About a couple hours later, he reached the top of the hill. People who were already there welcomed John with a loud round of applause. John was really happy to reach there and he could see the beautiful views of nature below. And then he started discussing with people and asked them, while climbing this peak, it was not so difficult. Then why aren't there a lot of other people below us doing the same thing? I mean, if we can reach the peak, then so can they. A veteran climber smiled and said, most people in the crowd right there are happy with what they find easy. They never think that they have the potential to achieve more. Even people who are not happy there don't want to take any risk. They think that if they take risks, they will lose what they already have. The reality is, to reach a new peak, you just need effort. Many of them do not show any courage, and they remain part of the crowd their whole life. They also keep complaining about the handful of courageous people and call them lucky. After hearing this, John thanked the veterans for explaining the importance of courage in their life. So the moral, obviously, in our life, many of us just satisfy ourselves and stay in our comfort zone. But to achieve something big, we need effort and courage. Never stop yourself. Have the courage to push yourself out of the crowd. Focus on moving to the handful of people whom the people called courageous people. So my point is, and the reason I wanted to read that is because most people, I talk about this a lot if you get on Zooms with me, you can't be most people. Most people set a New Year's resolution, and by January 15th, they've already given up. You know, I read a little article that said 50% of people that set a New Year's resolution give up by January 15th. Most people get a gym membership, go 2 times and quit. Most people, when they try to go on a diet and they do it for a week and they didn't lose any weight, they throw their towel in the air. Most people join network marketing, and when they don't make money in a month, they quit. Most people, when they hear a friend or a family member tell them they're crazy or you're in a pyramid scheme, they give up. You can't be most people.
You to yourself. You turn off the light.
All right, hold on.
Come here.
Sorry about that, guys. You can't be most people. And that's what I want you guys all to understand on here. You are not already most people. See, here's the thing about network marketing. It's not hard. My 16-year-old daughter and her friends could easily join this business and grow $1 million business. Nothing about this is difficult to build. 2 customers, 2 promoters, teach it, do it. 2 customers, 2 promoters, teach it, do it. That is our entire comp plan. From the day that I joined, that's all I've done. I'm either doing that or I'm teaching it, and it brought me to $1 million. It wouldn't matter if I ever got on a Zoom. You know, obviously, if I didn't get on a Zoom, I wouldn't learn how to do those things well. If I didn't get on a Zoom, I wouldn't hear people's tips and tricks on how to meet new people and what they say and how they say it. If I didn't plug into my team, then I wouldn't know people. I wouldn't have the camaraderie. I wouldn't have people on my side lifting me up, telling me I can do it, encouraging me. I wouldn't have those things. But let's just say I didn't. As long as I keep making new connections, and as long as I sign 2 customers, 2 promoters, do it, teach it, repeat it, I will go all the way to the top of this comp plan, and so will all of you. Anyone can do this. However, it is challenging because not everyone will do it. You know, it's like if you had a doctor in the family, you know, a surgeon, and they're making like, you know, 500 grand a year. Well, why isn't everybody a surgeon? Right? Why isn't everybody in network marketing? If it's so easy and I'm making, you know, and if I'm a millionaire, this waitress and bartender who's a hot mess express that barely graduated high school, if I did this, why isn't everybody doing it with me? How come everybody's not successful? You want to know why? Because I'm different. Because I made a decision. Because I saw the vision. Because I knew coming in that this was going to take time. I didn't come in treating it like a get rich quick scheme. I didn't say after a month, oh, it didn't work. When my mom and my sister told me that I was crazy and that I was in a pyramid scheme, I didn't quit. I kept going because I saw the vision. I had talked to other people. I had seen them and met them, heard them, and I knew they were just normal like me. And I knew what this opportunity had to offer. And I knew if they could do it, then I could do it too. And I came in with the right knowledge. I said, I'm going to treat this like a business. If I started a traditional business, if I opened a salon tomorrow, I would not profit for 5 years. 3 to 5 years, I would not see a lick of profit. If I opened a business tomorrow, if I went to the bank and I borrowed 300 grand to start a business, I wouldn't just close the door in 2 days if one of my family members told me I was crazy. I wouldn't close the door in 2 days if somebody told me that you're in a pyramid scheme. I mean, that's not going to work. I just borrowed 300 grand from the bank. I'm going to take this real seriously. For some reason, though, people get into a business like Lavelle and they don't take it seriously. They treat it like a get rich quick scheme, and it's not. It's going to be just as hard to build this business as it is to start open your restaurant or open your boutique or open whatever traditional business you would do. The only difference is this one costs you $200 to start. And for some reason, mentally, when we don't put value on something, we don't treat it with value. That is why so many of you guys don't sign customers and promoters, because you think it's too expensive personally, or you won't tell them a price, or as soon as you tell them the price, they say it's too expensive. Like, you didn't put value on that product. And get on the Zooms on Thursday. We'll teach you exactly how to do that. But when you came into this business, if you didn't come into this business saying, I'm on the 5 to 7 year plan, I know businesses take time to build. I don't know if I'm going to make money my first year. Most people don't make their any money the first year in any business, because they're just learning it, because they're just building it. They're growing their network. They're seeing what works and what doesn't. They're giving it time. You are going to have people coming at you from every direction in life, no matter what you try to do, trying to shoot you down, telling you that you can't do something. I don't even care if you went tomorrow and told all your friends, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. There's going to be some of them that are shoving an ice cream sundae in your face the next day. Let's go out for a beer. People are not supportive. People don't get it. But if your dreams matter, if your goals matter, if your family matters, if you are ready to change your family's life, I promise you, with every soul being in my body, if I could fly to every one of your houses right now, knock on your door, look at you in the eyes, I would say these exact words and mean them fully. You will see success in this industry. It will change your life. You will make a mark. I promise you, in the lives of other people. You are in the right place at the right time. It is up to you, though, now. It is in your hands. This means that you have to make the decision today to stop making excuses, to be different, to not be like everyone else in the world, to not be like the 99% of people that quit something by January 15th, to not be most people who will sign up with you and end up quitting the first time they get a no. No's are going to happen. Businesses take time to build. So I want you all to understand and challenge you that 2022 can be your year if you decide today. No matter what, I'm going to get consistent and I'm going to work this business. I'm going to treat it like a business. I'm going to show up every day with my open sign, whether somebody signed with me or not. I don't care if I go 3 months and I don't sign one customer or no promoter. I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to post in my stories and post on my timeline and get on the team Zoom. And I'm going to work this like I'm supposed to work it. Because you guys want to know what? I don't know one person that's been with me 4 or 5 years not making a difference in their household with this money. Not if they actually showed up, not if they worked it, not if they actually stayed consistent, whether they stayed consistent an hour a day or 5 hours a day. That was up to them. But I promise you, there's not one person right now on this Zoom that started with me that is not making money, that is making a difference in their life. The only people not making a difference in their life with money are the ones that quit. I do not know where they are. I know where some of them are. I've watched them go to like their 5th and 6th company now because they won't stay. You can't hop around. You have to go, this is for me. This is what I'm doing and I'm not giving up. It's all about you. So I don't care what anybody did in 2021. I don't care if you didn't show up a lot, if you signed and kind of let it go by the wayside. None of that matters to me. You want to know what matters to me is what you do in 2022. 2021 is the past now. 2022 is a new day. And if you are making the decision to get consistent, nobody can stop you from doing that. If you are making the decision to show up, nobody can stop you from doing that. If you are making the decision to get on the 5 to 7 year plan, nobody can stop you from doing that. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past. I don't care if everything you've ever done before you failed at. Me too. Me too, y'all. Like, none of that matters. You dictate your future here. Anyone from any background, I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your sex is. I don't care. We have recovering addicts right now on here that are 200Ks. They've changed their whole life with this company. We have people that didn't graduate high school on this very call right now, 80 and 200Ks. We have people that had living in their car on this very call right now, and this business changed their life. I don't care what your background is, what mistakes you made. Guess what? You are a new person. This is a new day. This is a new day. So I want you guys all to understand that you dictate it, nobody else. Stop making excuses. You've got to. The time is now. 2022 is coming. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be our biggest year in Lavelle. A whole lot of lives are going to be changed. There's going to be people that rank and triple rank and quadruple rank and double and triple quadruple their paychecks. There's going to be people that have been in 2-3 years that have never signed anyone that are all of a sudden going to go 12K and 40K and 80K and 200K. That will all happen. It does every year. The question is, are you going to be one of them, or are you going to be like everybody else? It's time. I mean, aren't you sick of it? Aren't you sick of saying you're going to do things and then you don't follow through? I'm sick of it. I put my foot down today. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to start 75 hard 1,200 times last year and I didn't do it. I am doing it. So you got to get so sick and tired of being sick and tired of making excuses for yourself. Because I promise you, if you are not succeeding in Lavelle right now, if nobody wants this, if you've been in 2 years and you have not made one dime, that is not on anybody but you. The second we can look in the mirror and get real with ourselves and say, was I on the Zooms? Do I really plug in? Am I plugging in, but am I actually going out and doing the work that's going to make me money? Like, we got to get real. We got to get raw. Then we got to sit back and do what's right. Get the dream board done, set the goals, decide January 1st, boom, I'm done. Every day consistent, make a schedule, show up, whether that's 5 minutes a day or 5 hours a day, but just show up consistently. And I promise you growth is going to happen. And don't set a date for your success. If you're like, well, if I'm not 200K by June, I'm quitting. You might as well quit now. Successful people don't put a time limit on their success. Successful people know there's going to be ups and downs. The biggest things I've learned in this industry that have gotten me to the next level were the times I failed. I thank God for every one of those failures and setbacks, all the times that I lost rank, or that my paychecks went down drastically, or that my volume went down, or I lost customers, or I lost a promoter. I thank God for every single one of those times, because I learned. I learned what not to do, how to do it better, and how to come back even bigger and better. I want you guys to pretend, this is one of my favorite things to share. It's like a little visual, but it always helps me. And it's always fun to share. I want you guys to pretend you bought a new house today. And when you came to pick up the keys, the owners gave you the keys and they said, hey, we just want to let you know, there's a couple acres of land back there. We buried 3 bricks of solid gold in the backyard, and you can dig them up. If you find them, you can have them. We're talking, let's say each brick is $1 million a piece, right? What would you be doing every day in your spare time when you weren't at son's soccer practice and you didn't have to work? You'd grab a shovel. You'd probably give your family all a shovel, and y'all would be in that backyard digging, because you knew for sure they're there. You don't know when you're going to find them. You might find them today. You might find them next week. Heck, it might take you 3 years to find 1 brick, but wouldn't it still be worth finding $1 million in 3 years? If you knew that they were there, you would get up every day, and in every second of your spare time, you would be digging. You'd have people helping you dig, right? You'd be telling everybody about it, and they come help you dig, and I'll give you a piece of the puzzle, right? You've already got. I'm handing you the keys to your house right now, y'all. And I'm telling you that there's solid gold bricks in your backyard. You just have to go dig. All you have to do is find 2 right people that will take you all the way to 200K. 2 people just like you, 2 people excited, 2 people motivated, 2 people ready to be on that 5 to 7 year plan, 2 people that are done making excuses, 2 people that are ready to change their lives. And those 2 people and you will take you and a bunch of other people all the way to the top. Just 2. Now, I don't know if you're going to find those 2 next week, your first post, your next post, a post in a year, but this is what I do know. What if it took you 5 years? What if you ranked 1 rank a year for 5 years? It took you all the way to get to 200K. Let's say it took 7 years, 7 years to get to 200K, meaning you can retire, you're making 10 grand plus a month, you're in a great place. Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? I doubt there's anybody on here that's going to say no to that. Of course it's going to be worth it. I don't know, at your job right now, will you be making 10 grand plus a month and get to see your kids and make your own schedule and travel the world and do whatever you want? Nobody's going to say yes. But guess what? With this, in 5 to 7 years, you could. So is it worth it? So why would anybody in their right mind ever think about giving up, ever think about quitting? You know what? You fall down. Last year sucked. You gave up. You just jump back on and you do it again. But what you don't do is quit. You never quit. You just keep starting over until you get it right, because you are in the right place at the right time with the right people. And this is going to change your life. You just have to make that decision. So I hope everybody gets off here tonight, and I hope you have that mental picture in your mind of those solid bricks, and they are there. You might find that solid brick at the grocery store, and they might say, what's that thing on your arm? You might find that solid brick with 1 Facebook post or a story, and it might not even be you. It might be someone you signs that finds the solid brick, but it doesn't matter because it's under you and it'll take you all the way there. That's what's so exciting about this business. And along the way, you are part of something truly special with a group of people changing lives. Like, we are changing lives all over the place. There's nothing better than getting a message from a customer or promoter saying, thank you. Oh my God, I don't have migraines anymore, or my IBS is better, or whatever. I mean, this is a lot of medical things I'm saying right now. Don't say those things. But you all heard it. You've all heard those things, and nothing feels better. Why would you not want to get out of bed every day and share this with the world? Get over yourselves. Who cares what anyone else thinks? Who cares? They don't pay your bills. They don't have your dreams. They don't know what you want in your future. They're not willing to work for it. And I bet you anybody in your life that isn't supportive right now, I ask you, do you want their life? Then why the hell do you care, and why are you listening? So that's all I had to say tonight. I just want everybody to know I'm excited. There's a lot of things rolling out. It's going to be up to you guys to plug into the Dream Team page to know what's going on. Look, we're not your bosses. It's not up to us to go, all right, did you look at the thing? Did you see the call tonight? Have you checked in on the page? That should just be a given. It shouldn't be a week later somebody goes, oh, I didn't know there was a group. If you're checking every day, anything important we have is always pinned at the top. It's so important. I know I have a few leaders on tonight. I don't want to get off here if one of them have anything that they wanted to add to this.
Lisa, I had something.
Sure.
You were talking about you were essentially talking about the ability for this income to build. I can't remember who said this, but it really opened my eyes to the sustainability of this business. And with Lavelle, there were people who walked across the millionaire stage this year at Thrive Palooza to receive their recognition for earning $1 million in commissions that had never ranked 200K. So people who consistently, they've been in this business for however many years, and they've been consistent, and they've they get the get, but they never ranked 200K, and yet they have earned $1 million in commissions. It's not all about rank. It's about being consistent, and it's about being the person who shows up and is the person who maybe you only ever go 40K or 80K. What's it matter if in 5 years you're going to walk across the millionaire stage? What's it matter?
Can I piggyback off of that really quick? Because that was so good, Lydia.
Yes.
I had done a Zoom before with you, Lisa, where I've told people, like, as a 200K, like, I've seen bigger paychecks at 12K than I've seen at 40K. And I've seen bigger checks at 40K and 80K than I've seen at 200K. Like, stop leading with the numbers in your back office and start leading with the numbers of people whose lives that you can change. Because my checks, those biggest life-changing checks came to me when I changed more lives. Some of my bigger paychecks are when I lost my rank. And I had to really kind of humble myself and check myself with a Zoom, and just like this one, and get my mindset in the right spot to go out and continue to help people and stop focusing on the rank. Stop letting that crap get me. That doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean? People aren't going to stand over you at your funeral and go, oh, she was a 200K, but they're gonna talk about the value and how you changed their life. And so my bigger checks came from probably when I was 40K and an 80K, you know what I mean? And so don't lead with the rank. Who cares if you lost your rank? Who cares if someone walked away? Who cares if someone doesn't see the vision? Do you? And if you do, if you've seen this business change one person's life, and I can attest to be that one, I'll be the one. If you've never seen it change someone's life, hi, it's changed mine. If you've seen it change one person's life, there's no reason that you can't be next.
I have to piggyback off of all of that. Okay.
Let's start piggybacking.
No, listen, seriously though, because what you just said there, hey, it changed my life. Hey, welcome to another one. Changed my life. Okay. Like, you guys, I sat there at my very first conference that I went to in my previous company. And I remember there being people that were walking up on that stage talking about numbers that I had never even heard of. And a lot of you on here right now could just never even fathom or can't even imagine making some of the checks of the numbers that you hear, because I know I couldn't. And the very first time, I remember sitting out in the audience and people sharing their story, just like we hear every week when we have a live event, just like we see on the fan page if we go over and we read them. You guys, why not you? Like, why not you? And if you focus on how much your paycheck's going to be, you're going to be disappointed. All right. You're going to be disappointed, because the reality of it is, it's going to be when you see it changing the people's lives that come into you, that come into your world from this. It's going to be when you see that family go on vacation for the first time ever, when their family has the Christmas that they always dreamed of, when they are buying the house or building the house that they grew up never even living in one. That was me. Okay. And I wish that so many people realize that it's not about how many times you stop and you start over. Okay. Listen, we are all, no matter how long you've been in this industry, no matter how long you've been with Lavelle, tomorrow is always a new day. Like it is. It's always a new day. And I can tell you, you're going to hit stalls. You're going to, just like when you're on a weight loss journey and you hit a major stopping point and you feel like you're just never going to go beyond that, or you're going to have a setback and you gain it all back. The reality of it is that you get to control what it is that you do. Quit worrying about who quit worrying about who doesn't join. Just stay focused on the ones that do. Keep on focusing on who you can reach, how many people you can talk to. Get on these Zooms, learn from the people that literally have done it, and follow the ones that have done it. Okay. But no matter what, your audience, they're going to relate to you. They're on your friends list for a reason, right? Because you brought them into your life because of who you are. Don't lose that person. Don't lose that person, but just start learning how to incorporate literally Lavelle into your daily life. First off, you have to get some kind of organization going. I promise you, you will always have customers leaving. All right. You're always going to have promoters quitting. That comes along with this. However, if you get organized, you can stay connected to the people that you bring on. You can stay connected to the customers that you've entered. You guys, you'll hear amazing tips throughout these Zooms on this team page, the new team page that's coming together. I can tell you this, anybody that is serious about this business, they're getting ready for it now. They're getting ready for it now. I came in January 2017, January 15th, and I went at record speeds, but not because I saw somebody else do it in Lavelle. All right. My sponsor, Jamie, Pekka, and I literally started on the exact same day. We came in trying to beat each other to the top. All right. And it was because both of us had completely lost our previous businesses. We had lost our passion, our drive, everything about it. And it was the simplicity of the products and literally how we could become successful. And I can remember hearing the words VIP 800, VIP 1600 over and over again. Start there. You do it yourself, teach it, do it, teach it, do it, teach it, do it. I promise you, you are going to eventually walk that stage. All right, I'm done.
Well, I'm going to sideswipe instead of piggyback. My name's Shannon. I have only ever hit 12K, and that's okay, because I can tell you that this business, this company, this community has saved my life. And you can show up on all the Zooms and you can take all the notes, but until you start implementing it as your raw and real self, you're not going to see the success that you want to see. So the best thing that I can say is, when you fall, get up, dust off, and keep going. Find something that works for you. I've followed people and I've tried so hard to be them, and I can fit in any box. But it wasn't until I made my own box that I started seeing success. Follow the tips in the way that works for you, and don't try it once or twice and then give up. You've got to keep going, give it consistency to make sure whether or not it's truly going to work for you or not. And above all else, show up as yourself. Thank you.
Love it. Anybody else? Okay. I'm going to take that as a no. All right. Who's excited? Who is stoked for 2022? Like, it's up to us. It's time. I mean, we've got to show up, and all these amazing leaders are ready and waiting to help you. Again, please do me a favor. And if you are ready, I want you to let your team know. We want to know. I want to know who those hungry people
I'm
are.
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yay! Yes, that's what I want to know. I want to know. And you guys, make sure that Thursday nights are a priority for you, and watch for those live events, because They are a great way for you to send a new person. I mean, you got that new person that's right on the fence, get them to a live event, and that usually seals the deal. Them seeing all these other thrivers excited and people watching, and then hearing other people's stories for that third party credibility is huge. So you guys, today's the day. Now's the time. Don't wait till January 1st. Tomorrow. Like tomorrow, get up and figure it out. What am I doing today? But every day do something for your business, and don't hang on to the past. That's the biggest thing. Is it's hard sometimes because we hang on to our past failures and what we should have done and didn't do. And if something wasn't working for us before, you know what? It just means we need to do it longer. We need to do it harder. We need to be more consistent. We need to try something new. That's all that means. But I promise this business is for each and every one of you. I don't care who you are. You can do it. No two stories are alike in this company of the people that have succeeded, of the people that walked that millionaire stage. And it's absolutely true. I mean, when we saw our team walk across that stage this past Palooza, there was a 12K and a 40K that both walked across that stage as millionaires. You're eventually going to hit $1 million in income, no matter what rank you are, if you don't give up. That's huge, you guys, huge. So thank you guys for getting on tonight. I appreciate it. We'll get the recording out. Watch the new page. We're going to get that launched in the next couple days, and we've got other things happening. You just have to pay attention. I know Stacy put together a group that other leaders are helping with. That's going to be like a get healthy for the new year group for your prospects. Get in there, get your people in there. We'll get them on detox. Like that is huge. We've got a push group coming. Things are happening. It's just up to you to plug in. So if you don't know where to start, if you're kind of like, I want to jump back in, or I'm new, I don't know where to start, just jump into the pages, grab onto something somebody says, and just join it, do it, be it. It just, the answer is just start. It never is easy to start over, right? It feels like you're starting over sometimes. But the thing is you're never starting over. You've always been here. You're just starting up again. And you jump back in, and the rules haven't changed since you did it the first time. 2 customers thrive you for free, right? 2 customers, you help everyone thrive for free. That's the goal. 2 promoters that get you in place to go 4K, and then you teach other people. It really is that simple. Nothing's changed. The rules are the same. Make sure you guys read the email that came out from Lavelle, because there are some pricing changes right now, which I just want to say, I've been in business forever. When I worked at a restaurant, prices on the menu would change because our people that we were buying supplies from would change their prices. It happens. The fact that Lavelle's been in business 10 years, and this is the first time they've ever had to do a price change, which all companies right now are doing them because everybody's charging so much more for everything because of COVID and what's happening in the world. So just read that so you guys know what's coming. It's not that big of a deal. It's like $1 to $3, I think, each, with some of the products, and promoter packs stay exactly the same. So that's it, guys. Have a good one. Watch for the new pages. Watch for updates. Big things are happening. And if you guys want to know more about the push group and more things going on, be on tomorrow night on our team Zoom, 9 p.m. Eastern, for some tips and training. Love you guys. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for getting on.